one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, sure.
But maybe the batteries are in there. When you need to talk, just call it. How do you know? Right. Just go.
Here, Robert.
Here.
Don Price.
Here.
Cindy Apsey.
Here.
Cindy Smith is here. And Anthony Silver.
Here.
All are present.
Anybody have any additions or deletions or corrections to the agenda? Now, I'll entertain a motion to approve it as presented.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Any public comment? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mount Royal Road project is done. We did this in cooperation or jointly with the other two townships, so it amounted in savings for the township. But still, that was 3 years of road damage for that project. But if we'd have waited, it would have deteriorated over the next couple of years, and we would have had to have started from the ground up, and it would have cost us 10 years worth of road damages. The Hubbard Lake Sportsman Association is going to take down the Hubbard Lake sign at the corner of Hubbard Lake and Spruce Road. Evidently, they've been having issues with the property owner there, and she asked them to remove it. I have since stopped and visited with her. I will find a way to get it back there. I've also talked to another property owner on the corner, and that's another possibility if need be. I think it was just some clashing, and I'm hoping that we can still get the sign up there and put it back. To me, it's been there since I was a little tiny kid. I can remember it back too, because we were almost at Grandma's house when we went by the big sign. We'd also like to thank Tom for drilling the holes in the boulders for the plaques. And everybody that came up to help today or donated. I know it's not a township funded project, but I just want to help everybody that helped us honor our veterans today. And that would be it.
Thanks, Beth.
Up to you.
I don't have any,
Minutes? Yep. Okay. Everybody review the minutes from the last meeting, October? Any corrections? Changes? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve them.
I'll make a motion to approve the October meeting minutes.
Anthony made a motion and Tom supported it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. You didn't have any other business?
No.
Okay. Did you have anything, Haley?
I will move the money, that's in the, I just want to cover to the money market for more interest. So just from the state of Michigan, the refund for that. And the tax bills will be mailed out December 1st. Everyone can have those.
We didn't meet, me and Dan have a meeting later this week, a phone conference with Denise.
Okay. So December. James?
Okay, happy Veterans Day. All you veterans and
Do you
non-veterans.
need my mic, Jim? You guys need a mic to hear him?
Move this thing a little closer and it'll be a lot easier. Come in. Now we should-
Everybody noticed, the flags are up today, and, please keep in mind, this isn't just for decoration. It's actually, it's a statement of honor for these flags. Now, my notes are kind of all over the place, but anyway, yesterday, November the 10th, 1775, Second Continental Congress commissioned Samuel Nichols as the first Marine Corps commissioned officer. That very evening, Nicholas went to the Kun Tavern in Philadelphia. He spoke with a bunch of men of all diverse ages and occupations, and he began recruiting them to fight for American independence in the newly formed Marine Corps. And thus, the United States Marine Corps turned 250 years old yesterday. Which leads me to my story that I wanted to share for the last 4 months. Okay. This could be fact or fiction, legend or myth. You decide. It goes back to the Korean War, called the Battle of the Chosin Reservoir. It took place a month after the People's Republic of China entered the Korean War. Now, at the Chosin Reservoir, during the winter of 1950, the 1st Marine Division of the 10th Corps and other units survived 17 days of sub-zero temperatures of more than 30 degrees below zero. I'm sure Tom can reflect on those kind of temperatures. Everything froze. Besides it being cold for so long, the United States Marines were out of ammunition and radioed in for 60 millimeter mortar rounds, and their code name, pardon me for a second, leads me to my bag of goodies. I may approach.
Oh, good. Well, I like the story even better. Is that the code word?
The 60 millimeter mortar rounds. Their code name was Tootsie Roll. Due to the candy's resemblance to the shape of the ammunition tubes. And the Air Force radio operator received a request at the Air Force Combat Cargo Command to load its Fairchild C-119 flying boxcars in Japan. Word is that he didn't have the Marine code sheets to tell him exactly what Tootsie Rolls were. He did know, though, that whatever was being requested was needed quickly. So when he called in the order for Tootsie Rolls, several pallets of the candy were airdropped to the 1st Marine Division. Now you can imagine how angry those U.S. Marines were when they discovered Tootsie Roll candy and not 60 millimeter mortar rounds. They did, however, receive later those mortar rounds that were so desperately needed. However, all was not lost. Now, the United States Marines soon found that by warming these Tootsie Rolls in their mouths or holding them close to their bodies to warm them up, that the candy thawed and could be eaten. For the next few days, the United States Marines and these Tootsie Rolls, because everything else was frozen, and they survived. Not only did these Tootsie Rolls help sustain the United States Marines, but they soon learned that the pliable candy could also be used to plug bullet holes in gas tanks, fuel hoses, radiators, and in their shelters to help keep out some of the cold. And it's not surprising that many of the troops credited their very survival to these Tootsie Rolls. It wasn't hard for the Chinese to follow the path of these Marines. They left Tootsie Roll wrappers in their path. Now, the nickname given to those U.S. Marines of the 1st Marine Division who fought in the Battle of the Chosin Reservoir were the Tootsie Roll soldiers, in recognition of the candy's unexpected contribution to their survival. Now, the Tootsie Roll Company has established a strong relationship with the veterans of the 1st Marine Division ever since their time together in Korea some 75 years ago. And to this day, the Tootsie Roll Company supplies the 1st Marine Division veterans across America with the candy through packages, as they say. Tootsie Roll salutes the chosen few. They are proud to have been with you. It was written on each packet. The Tootsie Roll Company also regularly attends the 1st Marine Division reunions. The Tootsie Roll support is also remembered at the National Museum of the United States Marine Corps in Virginia. The chosen few exhibit as Tootsie Roll wrappings placed on the ground in their remembrance. It's a great reminder how something so innocent, so unwarlike, and so tasty could have such a dramatic effect on something so serious as war and survival. So, a little bit different than the story I shared 4 or 5 months ago about M&M's being the candy of World War II. Now you know about the story of Tootsie Rolls during the Korean War. Now, I'll bring it home. First, I want to publicly thank Tom Hepsi for drilling those holes in them big rocks in the cold and the wind up there in the cemetery yesterday and mounting the bronze plaque on the rocks there all over the place. Thank Cindy and this township board for getting those plaques. It was very nice to see them today during the ceremony. That was nice. Now we all know today was Veterans Day. It was also called Armistice. The armistice is not to be confused with Memorial Day. That's a common misunderstanding. Memorial Day honors all American service members who died in service in their country or they died as a result of injuries they incurred during war or battle. Veteran Day pays tribute to all American veterans, living or dead, especially gives thanks to the living veterans who served their country honorably, either during war or during peacetime. I I found another veteran interred up there in Pleasantview that had previously slipped through the cracks. His name is Thomas Jacob Compton, United States Navy, lot 127, first edition. And all he has up there, him and his wife, is 2 of those temporary funeral plots. Because of the government shutdown right now, I'm going to have to wait for a later opportunity to request a copy of his discharge papers so I can, or an equivalent service record, so that I can proceed to acquire a black bronze military mark for this veteran. I'm not sure when he passed away. He wasn't that old. Just on to him and his wife. Both still have temporary little metal plaques on the ground. So that brings us to 211 veterans interred in the cemetery. A lot of flags up there. And I got one more pending. Thomas Robert Irwin, United States Army. That's the one that nobody left with military bronze mark was laying on the grass. Which would then bring us to 212. I don't think he's interred in there. I think he's in somebody's closet. Irrespective of that, once that marker's in place, I'll count it. No matter where his remains may be, just like Junior Cornelius. I think he's either still in the back of his car, or he's in the woods, and there's some particular opening. And tomorrow being the day after Veterans Day is the day that myself and my wonderful wife will start pulling all the flags out of the cemetery. But all the pole flags and the green flags will all come off tomorrow. Beautiful. And I'll leave you with just one little note. There are 3 kinds of men. 3. There's the ones that learn by reading. There are the few who learn by observation. And then there's the rest of them who have to pee on the electric fence to find out for themselves. That wasn't by me, that was by Will Rogers.
I think I heard something hit your chair.
Well, now you know the story of...
Is it on your chair? Stand up though.
Just like Paul Harvey.
Is it in your chair though? I heard it hit your chair.
Oh, one more thing, just like crumble.
Yep.
Now you notice, usually these service flags are in order of when they were first commissioned or started, with the exception of the United States Coast Guard. This is how they are, this is their, according to the Department of Defense, this is the order of precedence that they go during peacetime. Currently, the United States Coast Guard, even though it was founded before the Space Force, is under the direction of Homeland Security, not the Department of Defense. But when they go, if Congress ever declares war, at the end of the wartime period, then the Coast Guard flag goes over next to the Navy flag, and the rest all shipped down. So there is a, the order does change according to peacetime or wartime. So just for your own information. It doesn't stay this way. Thought I'd point that out.
Does that apply to the plaques too? At the cemetery?
Highways and plants too.
The nice thing about the plaques, you were really thinking, you got kudos for that. The way they're attached, you don't have to move rocks. We weren't gonna move the rock.
Yeah.
We can't,
I wouldn't surprise me if you were asked.
I'm good on that way. You just have to move the plaque.
But yeah, we do look good. It's all right.
Pardon?
You wouldn't change the order on the
Yeah.
rocks.
So, yeah, that was, I thought that was pretty nifty.
You know, I forgot to thank Bessie for finding those and that was Bessie's nifty.
Yeah, you gotta thank her.
Yes.
Thank you, Jim.
Is Jason home yet?
I hope he finds a Snickers next month.
A reason for a signature.
Right. Well, I don't eat M&Ms without thinking of Jim now. Now Tootsie Rolls.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
The fire department, Dean,
We haven't heard back yet from the Hubbard Lake Community Association to confirm one way or another. So I don't have anything much to report, other than to thank everybody that came Thursday night to the meeting. It's always good to see the community take interest in what's happening. It was nice to see a good turnout.
Do you know when you meet?
I don't, the meeting that they're having or have had was closed, they didn't say when it was, so I guess we will wait till we know. FEMA, I've been working with FEMA for 2-3 months now in regards to ice storm expenses for the township. I have completed phase 1. Today I got a signature request for, FEMA calls it a grant, for the grant process. The reimbursement for phase 1 will be in the area of $15,000. And that will be for having the hall opened as a shelter and for the cleanup in the park, the debris and stuff that we had to have cleaned up.
15,000?
Yeah. We are working on phase 2, but I don't have a dollar amount for that. And phase 3, FEMA will pay the township $750 for my time. That'll be the last one that's submitted.
And then we reimburse that to you.
We don't need to. Somebody's calling this for Pepsi. We can talk about that when we get it approved, okay? So, I think we're doing fairly good. And I did contact our accountant to vote where to put that, and basically we can spend it however we choose. And that will come from the state.
Well, I got the same email and he said that we would pay you, we've got to go to our account and pay you for your time.
Okay. Next, item of business.
She bought a lot of food.
Card.
I don't know if you guys have noticed all of our park signs are in, for the North End Park, Tolson Park, and Hickey Hill.
You're talking about the road signs outside.
Yeah, the road signs that point to the road where you need to turn. I'm wondering if, and I don't know that we could get it done this year, but if we should have one for the sledding hill.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's probably the most asked location.
yeah, I never even thought about it until I drove by it the other day.
People ask about that.
Always, yeah, so.
My husband's the one who noticed the Tolson Park one because he sent me a picture and said, "Where's this going?" He thought he'd been missing it for years.
So, all right, I'll check into that and see if I can get it done or not. County Commissioner's not here tonight. We have the bills to be paid. Everybody reviewed the bills to be paid. Any questions or concerns?
Do we have to make a, sorry, I just seen this, the treasurer postage? Do we have to make a note that it wasn't postage, it was for my box?
Oh, I
Does it matter?
No, I'll just change it in QuickBooks on the little like memo what it was for, which your PO box.
Yeah, I didn't know if it
Ours are
was,
doing the
I
same
literally just saw it.
So ours are doing the same month, because I just paid mine, I didn't know they were doing the same month.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
doing
that's when we take off.
But sorry, I just seen postage.
Yeah, I'll change it in QuickBooks, just, it's one of those things where if we recall it later and say, what was that for?
Right.
We know what it's for, so,
Yeah, it was for my renewal thing,
okay.
but I'm sending out tax bills, so I'll probably have to order for
How much was your renewal on your tax?
$60.
Oh, mine's bigger than yours, that's why mine's more. I thought yours was lots of them, right?
Yeah.
You got the smaller box in there. Okay, makes sense.
Okay, any other questions? Corrections on those we made? Now I'll entertain a motion to approve the bills we made, as presented by the clerk, with one notation.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
Second, motion's been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Do any of you have any comments?
None?
Yes, Lloyd?
And all down at the north end, where he's got all the trees cleaned out, that island or whatever.
Yep.
What's gonna happen?
Probably we're gonna have to have a discussion before spring. I have ideas, but I've gotta talk to this board, and I'm sure they have ideas once they look at it. But I prefer not to make it a parking area.
Pardon?
I prefer not to make it a parking area. I think it's just gonna cause more congestion. I think we need a separate parking area for people in cars, which we priced and may apply for a grant for, so that people that have kids aren't walking through that parking lot with boats. But it's gonna be up to this board and the public. I mean, we can talk and listen.
If anyone has great ideas, bring it up.
Yeah, please.
I wondered if we should add public comment in our meeting. Can we do that?
We used to, but we heard the same things over and over, so I just kind of gracefully, wants to talk and talk.
Okay.
And we can look at that, I guess. We can look. You guys can think about it for a month, how's that? Sure. Okay. Okay, any more comments?
I didn't know that was my comment.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn, all in favor?
Amy, you second with that?
Yep.
Thank you.
I want.
Gig. Good.
How's the gooses?
Let me move all my crap off there.
What?
Thank you.